Hi, I'm Zach. This is a time lapse of my first stream on Twitch. Um, I thought I would take the YouTube content, or the not the YouTube content, but the live stream itself, speed it up and release it on YouTube for some content. And so that's what's playing right now. I'm just gonna walk you through what I was trying to do. As you can see right now, I'm working on some arms going into the hand. I was having some weird issues with it. Trying to remember, the arms just like they haven't been quite the shape that I think will be the final, but I'm hoping that this skeleton that I'm using for the character model will work. Oh yeah, and the character model is for a game that my roommate and I are making based off of this character, because I recently graduated from school for concept art and illustration after taking a couple of other years for design and stuff. So I'm pretty like arted up at this point. So I just want to put those skills to use and like really prove myself in the ringer. So that's what this project is. We're gonna make a game based off of this character, and it's gonna be a good time. So I think right around here, my mesh like opened up and flipped because I was trying to sculpt on it, but I just reset the file, started again. You know, it doesn't take too long to actually do this stuff. The hands, because I used to have the big hands, and they used to be really like, I don't know, they look kind of dopey and dumb. So I went ahead and made them a little bit thinner, made them a little more scraggly. And that I'm hoping will kind of feed into the art style of the game a bit more. I haven't done too much like concept art based on what I have for like a current idea for the game, but that will be happening fairly soon. Here I am. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch back to the blender. There we go. But yeah, still just cutting through, working with the arms, trying to make sure those shapes are good. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. If you've never used Blender before, it's a very versatile and easy program to learn. It just takes you a long time to remember all the little intricacies that are there within the systems. But once you understand, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Weight painting has its whole like workflow, I guess. It's very strict on how it works, so it takes a while to get used to it, especially if you've rather like using the other systems like sculpting or vertex painting or the UV mapping. Even it's just all completely different, right? Because these are all different parts of what I guess would be bigger, more well-known lines of production. I don't know if that made any sense, but fuck it. Coming back from a little coffee break. Let me take a little sip of water while we're on the BRB. Dude, my computer's so loud. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think I've stuck an extra fan in the case and it's a bit loud. So now here we are. I hope you guys just can't hear it. Still weight painting, making sure all the weights are working, and then I guess I should be starting the animations fairly shortly. We're about, I don't know, a third of the way through the video now, so I think, yeah, here we are with the animations. When I start an animation, I try to like rig in the silhouette that I want to start. I had to pull up some reference for a little bit of a waddle, so I could potentially get that working a bit better. And I ended up scrapping a couple of the drafts of animations. I've done many animations for this character already, so I'm fairly familiar with it. But it's really just getting it down to the point where I can have it be more refined and everything. All this was live on Twitch. I will be streaming a lot of my game development stuff there. I'm handling the art assets and a lot of that side of things, whereas my roommate is going to be handling pretty much the in-engine, like a lot of the in-engine stuff, and then we'll be working on the game design and those kind of topics together. So it's been a really interesting time learning Unreal 4 and learning how Blender interacts with it and how you can like import and export things between the programs. Also, too, I don't know if anybody noticed, but sometimes whenever I tap into the rendering mode, my character looks a little funky. That's a driver error on behalf of AMD. I'm trying to get I'm keeping my eyes open and peeled for a 3060 Ti, hopefully. It's just the card that I think will run what I want. Yeah, like right there, you just saw it. And yeah, I just want to get one of those because it'll help speed up everything even more. I just upgraded my my current rig. I got a i5. I think it's a 9600K. Let me check here. Am I still recording? Yeah. Whatever. I'm pulling it up right now. i5 9600K, 32 gigs of RAM. I got an NVMe drive. It's a terabyte with 3 terabyte read-write speeds. Pretty decent overall. And then, yeah, an AMD RX 570, which I want to upgrade to the 3060. And then I run a triple monitor setup, which allows me to be ultra, I guess productive would be the word. I can have tons of stuff open, reference, like I do here with that waddling duck. That waddling duck animation helped me a lot because it helped me find the offset here that I set in the middle, on the middle, or what's it called, the root bone for the skeleton. So he's going between the left and right side while he's like waddling along. Next stream I will be taking these animations, cleaning them up a little bit more because we put them in engine and I noticed a couple of errors with it, so I want to fix it up. And then on top of that, we have a couple of other animations like a proper jump, a wall run. We have a swing connected to a grappling hook. There's going to be 2 different animations tied to that. An interact animation, and then we need to model coins, trees, a button, a sword, and some grappling hooks so we can start working on some basic game mechanics. But once all that is done, we are going to be ready to pop into Unreal, and that'll be on Ryan's stream, which will be, I don't know when he's going to start streaming, but it'll be soon enough. But yeah, here we are just continuing to refine and work on smoothing out this pinhead. It's all, oh yeah, they're called pinheads, by the way, just in case you were wondering. And that it's obviously shaped based on the shape of their head. So I think now I'm gonna start trying to work on the arms. I did suffer a couple of Blender crashes. Yeah, I'm checking out some movement stuff here because I want to see how Mario moves in Super Mario 64. I probably should be checking the newer games, like Odyssey would probably give me a pretty clear reference as well. I didn't think of that yesterday when I was streaming this, but that'll be something for later on. So my plan is to do kind of like stream one day, have an upload for the next day, and then stream the next day, and then they continue on with that cycle. So that way it's always stream, content. And that way too, my streams will always, the YouTube content will hopefully always be current, and they'll be the latest stuff that I'm working on. So here we go, I'm working on an idle animation now. I guess I got to a point where I was happy enough with the other one, with the running. And I end up doing actually 3 idle animations in the end. I don't know if I do the third one on camera or not. I think the stream was off when I did it. But it's basically, I just copied one of the arms. So I have one where he's got one arm up on his side and the other arm down, one with both arms up on his side, and then one with both arms down. And that both arms down is like what you're looking at right now. And then that's the arm on the side there, and then it's really easy in Blender just to like mirror the bones so that you get them within the place, like wherever you want them. Really nice and easy. Animating in Blender is an absolute dream. I didn't mess with IKs at all because I have in the past, and I can never get them to do quite what I'd like, which is why I didn't bother doing them this time. I just used a basic Rigify mesh that it actually broke when I was modifying it. So it's just the bones from the Rigify mesh and nothing else. I put a matte cap on to give you that kind of orange color that I was hoping to make him. You can see here in that run animation, the top of his head's a bit too floppy. So that's what I got to tone down on next stream. And yeah, so here's the final result of the stream. None of these animations were done before. The stream was about 5 hours long, just under 4 and 3/4, 4 hours 3/4 long, whatever that time frame is. And here's the idle animation that we did as well. That's the second one with both hands, and then I made a third one where both hands are up for when you don't have any items in your arms or in your hands. Oh yeah, and his butt shakes a little bit just to add a little bit more to it. But yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with everything. I think moving on is going to be a lot of fun, because now we're just at that point where I kind of understand a lot of the more tough or like advanced parts about the animation systems. I wouldn't say really even advanced, because like I'm not using a ton of advanced systems. I'd like to someday learn how to animate on curves. That way I can have full-on animations done and then bring them into I want to have curves so that it's really easy to loop the animations over time. So I guess this is probably going to be it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed, check out my Twitch. It's twitch.tv /Fern Designs. And then obviously my YouTube channel here is the same thing. So feel free to follow, subscribe, whatever. Just let me know that you guys would be interested in seeing more. Yeah, it helps a lot. Anyways, have a good one.